Hey, good afternoon, YouTube. This is John with Spacesuit EDC coming to you with a little bit of a chat here on our Victorinox Explorer Swiss Army knife and why I think it's one of the better choices. I've carried Victorinox for probably about as long as I can remember, and that's a long time because I'm 65. So, but this one has quickly become probably one of my favorites, and I'm going to go through and tell you why. I did a review on this about a year or so ago. You want to check that out, look at my videos, but I'll show you what it has on it. And it's got 16 functions, it says. It's got the got a large blade. It's a 91 millimeter, kind of a spear point blade there. It's got a little penknife blade here, you know, great for getting in detail and stuff like that. It has the great scissors, Victorinox 91 millimeter scissors, which I think are probably some of the best in the class. You can't hardly beat them. That's a good feature on Victorinox if you need something with a good pair of scissors. And it has this Phillips, which is a full Phillips, has a 90-degree detent. Also, you know, comes out the side of the handle like a regular screwdriver, which is great. These are not locking, these are all slip joint, but they have pretty good detail on them. And it has this magnifying glass, which I know for some of you young folks, this might not be such a desired accessory, but for me, I use it all the time, and especially at work. I use it for looking at wire numbers, part numbers, things like that that are just too small to read, even with my glasses. So I really like that. And it also has the standard large flat tip here with a cap lifter and a wire stripper feature here, which is great. This also has a 90-degree detent. Over here you've got your smaller flat tip with a can opener. I use this can opener. I know a lot of people don't use can openers. I happen to use this at work for opening oil cans because we still use oil cans. Got a key ring, which they count as one of the functions. I don't know why, but they do. Got a toothpick. As far as the scale tools, it has these tweezers, which are really pretty decent set of tweezers here for pulling out splinters, things like that. Got the corkscrew, which I don't use this very much. Some people might, but I don't drink wine. And right here, if you wanted to, you could put a straight pin in this little open slot here. Hopefully you can see that. And it's got the cellular scales. The closed length is 3.5 inches, and like I said, it's a 91 millimeter. Now the weight on this thing is about, I think it's 3.6 ounces, and the width is 1 inch, and the height is right at 1.9 inches. But it's just a great tool, and I've been using it. You know, I always find myself the ones that I'm going back to over and over again, grabbing to put in my pocket. I know those are the ones that work the best for me. I have a lot of knives to choose from, and I'm not bragging. It's just I collect them, so I do have quite a few. I have quite a few Levi's Victorinox, but this is one of the ones probably within the top 3 that I always grab, especially when I'm going to work, because of the features that it has. And it's a 4-layer knife. I use a Swiss Army knife, the Tinker, Tinker with the, it has the, Tinkers have the screwdriver on the back of the scale instead of the corkscrew. And it also had the scissors. It's not the deluxe tinker, but it's but the super tinker, that's the one. The super tinker has the scissors and the knives, and it's a 3-layer, and the 4-layer is pretty much probably as much as I want to carry in my pocket. I have a Swiss Champ that I use a lot, but I carry that in a sheath. So anyway, but here's this is the Benchmade bug out in comparison, size comparison, and a little bit larger, not a whole lot larger knife, but of course it doesn't have any features except it's just a locking folder. So, me, I always tend to carry a pocket knife that's a little bit of a multi-tool function. But anyway, just putting that out there after a little over a year of using this thing pretty steadily, I have to recommend it. I would probably recommend this highly to some people, especially if you can use some of the functions on it. And of course, Victorinox, they all come with the warranty through Victorinox, which is pretty good. And that's it. I just wanted to put that out there. I like to do a review after I've used something for a while, and you can see it's got some scratches on it, from banging around in your pocket. But it's a good one. So hopefully you guys are having a great afternoon, and put your favorite your favorite Victorinox Swiss Army knife in the comments. Let me know which ones you prefer, which ones you like, and we'll have a conversation about them. You guys have a great afternoon. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. And this is John with Space City DC. I'll see you on the next one.